Welcome to General Hospital News Channel. General Hospital spoilers teased that Sasha Gilmore needed a lasting recovery. The young woman recently had a heart attack from an overdose of what she thought was just cocaine. Cyrus Renault was laced with an even more dangerous drug, and the results of its use led to an overdose of Sasha. And while it looks like Sasha will recover physically, the addiction itself will be much harder to overcome. The stress of having to explain to Michael Corinthos why she had an affair with Harrison Chase could make Sasha want to drink more drugs. And although Sasha and Chase have altruistic intentions, the truth is they still hurt Michael and Willow Tate extremely painful pretending to cheat them. After going head-to-head with Michael, Sasha might want nothing more than another fix. Brando Corbin used to be an addict, possibly Sasha's greatest ally in her time of need. Although Michael and Chase both want to help Sasha, it looks like Brando will be the one Sasha is aiming for at this point. And Brando was also in a difficult situation. He was secretly working for his cousin, Sonny Corinthos, to help take down Cyrus. Cyrus has tried to kill Sasha once since the drug overdose and can try again, maybe even order Brando to do it. So Brando will likely have to go on two missions, protecting Sasha from Cyrus while trying to help her overcome the temptation of more drugs. Much work remains to be done, but Brando is motivated when the floating rib kills Dev Corbin. Dev is not really Brando's child, but in order to keep Dev in the country, Brando made a plan with Sonny, and it can be said Brando and Dev formed a close friendship. Dev's death devastated Brando, and he wouldn't let Cyrus kill anyone else if he could help. Did Sasha let Brando help her with the detox? Is Sasha still in danger from Cyrus? And next, Lesley Weber will soon visit Port Charles. And Laura Collins can certainly use her mother's help with Lulu Spencer in a coma she will probably never wake up. Laura is expected to receive a surprise guest this week, and that could be Lesley. She is attached to the current storyline concerning Laura's past. A recompiled reference to the case file requested by Cyrus Renault has been revealed from the murder of Laura, as a teenager, by David Hamilton. Hamilton was an injured college professor and came as a patient to the GH. He's also Rick Weber's college roommate. When he was released, in a wheelchair because none of the staff could figure out why he couldn't walk, Rick invited him to move in with himself, Lesley and Laura. Lesley completely distrusted Hamilton, although Laura opened her heart to him. Eventually, he moved out and got his own position around the time Laura started dating Scotty Baldwin. David's late wife is haunted by Rick, and David wants revenge, so he starts pursuing Lesley. When Lesley turned him down, he chased after Laura, and Laura became infatuated with him. David is considered a sex predator preparing teen Laura to sexually harass, but in the late 1970s people didn't think so. Laura fell in love with David, and they started cheating. David planned to run away from PC after it was discovered he was buying land to scam the hospital. Laura wanted to run away with him, but he refused, telling her that he was just using her to get back to her parents. Laura pushed him against the brick wall of the fireplace and died. At first Lesley apologized and tried to cover up for Laura, but then the truth emerged after the psychiatrist Peter Taylor helped Laura remember that night. She later confessed, although the judge considered it an accidental death and she was only sentenced to 6 months. Lesley was also closely involved in the patient investigation at the Wilson Street home in Astoria, Oregon that Laura, Curtis and Jordan Ashford were involved in. Patient Cyrus including Florence Gray. Florence Gray is married to Gordon Gray. Professor Gordon Gray is Laura's biological father. First revealed to Curtis Ashford, Lesley is informed that she is dead, but in fact she was adopted and raised by the Vining family. Lesley views Laura as a teenager and takes her into her home, even though Vinings is still close friends. Laura's adoptive sister, Amy Vining, works at the GH as Amy's first nurse in years. Lesley might just visit her mom to spend her Christmas vacation with Laura because of the crisis with Lulu, and she's an integral part of filling the void in these cases. Please like and subscribe to the channel to follow. Thank you, happy.